It's really a once-in-a-career opportunity to work with Porsche and Team Penske and compete on this international stage. Being on a manufacturer program and racing against other manufacturers, and especially the number of manufacturers that we're talking about, I don't think sports car racing has seen that since the late 80s and early 90s. It's really a dream come true.
To be able to run in both series, IMSA and WEC, with the same car, that's a first. It's a very exciting time we have ahead of us, and we're all looking forward to this. The car is 6,300 some numbers old now. Every day we learn and we do big steps on the technical side, but also on the operational side. It has to work in the end, because working for Porsche and also with Penske as a partner, there is not much room for just trying. It has to work.
This program is huge, and even before the LMDH thing, it's bringing Porsche and Team Penske back together, so a huge manufacturer that's heavily involved in racing and then a huge racing team together. And it's the first hybrid race car that Team Penske's raced, but it's also really the first hybrid race car in a complete US series. We've had milestones from October where we received the first chassis and assembled that to go for some rig testing, and then there was a milestone to assembling the first wind tunnel car, and then a milestone of running it on the proving grounds at Wysock. And so this is just another step adding to each one of those.
So we're here in Daytona now in September. We've been testing the car now for about 8 months at a number of different tracks all around the world. Daytona is one of the most special races we have of the year, also one of the most difficult. When you have new teams, new cars, you go straight into the biggest, most important race of the year. It's a little bit different from WC and Le Mans, where you kind of build into it throughout the year. The main unique feature at Daytona is being a roval track, we would call it in the States, using a big portion of the NASCAR circuit on the banking here, and then coming through traffic, so coming through the GT cars in bigger packs. The kind of flow of this track works quite well, I think, for an endurance race. Good passing opportunities, it races quite well, and you can really kind of use the traffic to your advantage. It poses some big fights and big races.
Over the past 6 weeks, we've seen Cadillac join us in running their car, BMW join us running their car, Acura as well. And with more cars running on track, that's really encouraging and positive to see. It also bolsters the environment and the attitude, and everybody within the program gets really excited about it when we have tests like that. These endurance races, it takes the entire team to win, and nobody can make any mistakes, and you have to be able to respond to the issues when they come, because they're going to come. I think it's an exciting time for sports car racing, and the global program that we've put together and all the work that everybody's putting in now is quite important for making sure that's successful.
It is something very special. We will have an extremely tight championship. There will be strong competition. They need to get every little bit right. The origin really comes from the RS Spyder. And then we took this engine and we used it from the RS Spyder to the 918. The basis was developed at the RS Spyder, but it's not that we took one-to-one this engine to the 918. So there were always changes. We developed it further. We modified it to the special demands of the use, and that's again what we did here. I think it's fair to say that we're really proud and happy that we now can take this engine and modify it really to the purposes of the LMDH class. It's not a naturally aspirated engine, it's a turbocharged engine. It's a twin turbocharged concept. The displacement is 4.6 liters. It's about 700 horsepower, but the engine can do a lot more than we are allowed to use in this car. I think it's a great sound and I really love it. I hope it will become one of the iconic ones, mainly related to the fact that we are successful, that we probably get our 20th overall win in Le Mans, 24 hours of Daytona, Sebring, hopefully both championships, and then it will become an iconic one.